Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Gummy, and today we are back for another statue tutorial. Now, of course, today is Tuesday, so that means none other than another YouTuber statue. So today we are doing Colossal is Crazy, otherwise known as Clown, of course, on the Baited podcast with Keemstar and Tommy C. If you want to check out the Keemstar statue, already done that, links in the description. Feel free to check it out, and I may do a Tommy C statue. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments below. It'd be really cool to build a Baited podcast, I guess, statue series. So anyways, today's video, Colossal is Crazy. Of course, the reason why I'm doing this today, I pushed it forwards because I was going to do it in a few weeks, is because, of course, Colossal has been in the news quite a lot recently and has been gaining a lot of popularity due to the whole situation with FouseyTube, but also now with the Lion Maker interview. So he's really picking up the pace on his channel, re-uploading more, and personally I love his content, so I thought no better time to make a video teaching you guys how to build him, or his character should I say, in Minecraft. So of course I want to give credit where credit is due to the designer. This was designed again on RustledDaJimmies server, or Nebula, that's what he's also known by, so I'm going to give credit to him. Again, I know a few other people may have helped, so I also want to shout out Diamond555, Lazar, and also Hayes for all the awesome work on the server, helping me out with designs. And if you want to see any more of the YouTuber statues we've got lined up, let me know, again, down in the comments below. Got some people like Luna and Grey Day Under A ready to go, so again, let me know. With that said, let's get into the tutorial. So the blocks you're going to need are the following. You'll need red wool, red stained clay, yellow wool, yellow stained clay, snow, white stained clay, black wool, smooth sandstone, pink wool, birch planks, quartz stairs, and quartz slabs. So not too many materials. This overall is a very, very plain statue in terms of the body, but it is really effective. If anything, this is arguably one of my favourite statues I think I've ever done a tutorial on, just because of how accurate it is to the actual character. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to start off by building the front side of the legs. The front side of the legs is 12 tall and 8 blocks wide, and we're going to start off by finding a nice empty space, coming to the floor level, and we're going to place our first layer. Now, of course, each layer is 8 wide, there's 12 layers in total, and I'm going to do it one by one, backing up every time to let you guys pause if you need to do so. So we're going to start off by placing 1 red wool. To the right of this, we're going to place 6 red stained clay, and then 1 red wool. So that is layer number 1, layer number uno, and of course 1 red wool, 6 red stained clay, and 1 red wool. Layer number 2, starting from left to right, is simply 8 red stained clay. So that's very, very simple, just a solid layer of red stained clay. For layer number 3, we're going to place 1 yellow stained clay, or hardened clay. I know a few people have been questioning why I say stained clay, and that's because I promise, maybe it's just me being a bit like crazy, but I promise these used to be called stained clay on PC when they first came out. I may be wrong, but they were, I believe they were. I might be confusing it with the glass, see how it's like stained glass. But this is hardened clay. So if I say stained, it's just out of a bad habit. But I believe it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, with that said, we're going to place 2 yellow wool, 2 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. That is, again, the 3rd layer. For the next 5 layers, it's very, very simple. We're just going to do 5 layers of yellow wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops. Hopefully your placement isn't as bad as mine, and lucky number 5. Now right now, as you can see, it should be 8 blocks tall. Our 9th layer is simply going to be 8 yellow clay, and on top of that we're going to do 3 layers of yellow wool, and that will bring us up to the top. Of course, this is the 11th layer right now, and this is layer number 12. So once you've done that, it should look something like this. That is 12 blocks tall and 8 blocks wide, and that is the front side of the legs complete. Or is it? I am lying, it is not. We're going to be adding some 3D effects, but we'll come back to that later on in the video. For now, we're not going to worry about it. As I said, we'll come back. So for now, it looks like this. The first 2 layers, of course, the shoes is red. The next 6 layers is yellow wool, a layer of yellow stained clay, and then 3 layers of yellow wool. 12 tall, 8 wide. That is the front side of the legs. So moving on, we're going to move on to the body now, of course. So for the body, we're going to start off by placing another layer of yellow wool, so it's now 13 blocks tall. On the left side, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. And on the right side, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right using white stained clay. And essentially what that is doing is marking out where the hands start, where the arms start, I guess you could say. But we're not going to be working on them now. That's just marking. Of course, we'll come back to that later on once we have finished the front side of the body. Okie dokie, so continuing now with the body, what we're going to do is come to the left side to the yellow wool. And on top of that, we're going to place a block of yellow clay, 6 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. And that is the 14th block of the build, or 14th layer of the build, and the second layer of the body. The next 3 layers is simply 8 yellow wool. So that will be your 3rd, 4th, and 5th layer is all simply yellow wool. For the next layer, which is of course the 6th layer, we're going to place 3 yellow wool, 1 snow, and 4 yellow wool. And what we're going to do here, just to make life a tad easier, is on top of this snow, we're going to go up 1 yellow stained clay, 1 snow, 1 yellow clay, 1 snow. So as you can see, it should be 5 blocks tall. Should go snow, clay, snow, clay, snow. And then on the left side, for each of these layers, we're just going to build 3 yellow wool. And on the right side, of course, we place 4. And that basically does 5 layers in one. Otherwise, you'd be going 3, block, 4. In that case, you can just build them all at once, and it makes life a lot easier. Now, in terms of perspective of where this should be, of course, this is the first layer of the body, as you can see, because it's in line with the layer of the arms. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So it should be on the 6th layer up until the 10th. Okay, so the next layer, which is the 11th layer, is simply 8 yellow wool. And then for the final layer, which is the 12th layer, we're going to place 3 yellow wool, 2 white stained clay, and 3 yellow wool. And as you can see, it is very, very plain. I wasn't exaggerating when I said it is plain. So that is the front side of the body. Now again, there will be some adjustments we're going to make, and we'll discuss that in a second. But for now, what we're going to do is focus on building the arms. I'll back up just so you can see what it looks like so far. Of course, it's 24 tall and 16 blocks wide, 8 wide if you aren't including the arms, which of course we haven't really focused on yet, so that's fair enough. Anyways, this is again the front side of the legs, 12 by 8, and then the front side of the body, again 12 by 8. So, in consideration now to the arms, we're going to start on the left arm. If you haven't already placed this row, you come to the 13th layer of the build, and you go 4 blocks to the left using white stained clay. The arms in total are 12 tall and 4 wide. This is the first layer. So the second and third layer, we're going to simply place 4 yellow wool. For the 4th layer, we place 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. On top of this, we're going to do 7 layers of 4 yellow wool. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And what you'll notice is that brings you up to the top minus 1 layer. So for the final layer, the 12th layer, you're going to place 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. And it will look like this. That is very, very easy. Again, that is just a repeat, 12 tall and 4 wide. And the main key points, I guess, is the first layer is white stained clay. The 4th layer has clay on it. And same with the 12th. Pretty much the rest of it is 11 by 4 of yellow wool. Now the good news is the right side is the exact same. So you come to the right side, come to the 13th layer of the build, and go 4 blocks to the right. That's your first layer. On top of this, you're going to do 2 layers of yellow wool. Your 4th layer is going to be 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. On top of that, you do 7 layers of yellow wool, and that will bring you up to the top minus 1 layer. So the second to final layer. And then for the final layer, you're going to place 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. And as you can see, that is the front side complete. Now I'll get rid of my arm, and hopefully it won't lag too bad, because Xbox always does for some reason when I try and get rid of my arm. They're probably deterring me not to chop my arm off. I don't know why they would do that, but who knows. So let me get rid of my arm. Of course it is lagging. There we go. And that is what it looks like so far. Of course it is very, very plain, but once we go ahead and start adding some detail, it will hopefully look a tad better. I say hopefully, it will, because I know, because I have the final design, so I guess I'm kind of ahead of you guys a tiny bit there. But anyways, I don't want to reset to default. There we go. Let's get my arm back. We're not going to worry about 3D effects. As I said, we'll come back to that. For now, what we're going to do is come to the bottom left corner of the build, right here, red wool, and come around to the left side. And we're going to start working on the side of the leg. Now, essentially, what we're going to do is from this red wool here, we're going to go 1, 2 to the left using red stained clay, and then 1 red wool. And we do the exact same on the right side. So you come around to the right side, you go 2 to right using red stained clay and 1 red wool. And it will be 3 blocks expansion over to the side. And the reason that is because the side of the leg is 12 tall, 4 wide. However, the 4th layer is this row already done right here. And yeah, it means we're only placing 3 blocks per row, because 3 plus 1 equals 4. So, the first layer, of course, from left to right, this is the left side again, bear in mind, is 1 red wool, 2 red stained clay. On top of this, we're going to do 3 red stained clay. The third layer is 2 red wool, 1 yellow wool. The 4th layer is 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool. On top of this, we're going to do 2 layers of 3 yellow wool. We're then going to do 2 layers of 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool. And again, as I said, a second layer of that, so 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool. The next layer, we're going to do 3 yellow clay, so just a progress report. That is layers 1 to 9. And then for 10, 11, and 12, it's simply 3 blocks of yellow wool per row. And that will bring you up to the top, of course, and it will look something like this. That is the left side of the leg. If you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. And I'll also give you a side view just so you can see what it looks like as a 3D point of view. Okie dokie. So, the good news is, the other side is the exact same. So, we're going to come around to the right side and basically replicate that. So, starting at the bottom, the first layer is 2 red stained clay, 1 red wool. On top of that, you're going to do 3 red stained clay. The third layer, you're going to do 1 yellow wool, 2 red wool. On top of that, you're going to do 2 yellow wool, 1 yellow stained clay. On top of that, 2 layers of 3 yellow wool. Then you're going to do 2 layers of 2 yellow wool, 1 clay, and again, 2 yellow wool, 1 clay. For the 9th layer, 3 yellow clay, and then for 10, 11, and 12 is simply 3 yellow wool. From the point on, or side on, should I say, head on, that's the better way of putting it, is 12 by 4, and then from this angle, of course, the side on looks like this. Okie dokie. So now we can move on to the sides of the arms. Again, very, very easy in general. So what we're going to do is come around to the rear side of each arm. Don't get blocked like I did there. Come to the bottom of it, to the white stained clay, and go 1, 2, 3 backwards, using white stained clay all the way across. And what that does is gives you a 4x4 square of white stained clay, as you can see right here. You're then going to do the exact same on the other side, so 1, 2, 3 all the way across, using your white stained clay. Try not to make a mess of it like I'm doing. And you can see from below a 4x4 of white stained clay. We're currently at the left side. You can see it should make a backwards L shape, and the side of the arms is very, very easy. So, same logic as the side of the legs. It is 12 tall, 4 wide. The first layer is white stained clay. The second and third is simply 3 red wool, yellow wool. Apparently, I'm a bit colorblind there. The next layer is 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool. On top of that, we're going to do 7 layers. I repeat, 7 layers of yellow wool. And just like the front side, it will bring you 1 layer away from the top. And for the final layer, you're going to place 1 yellow clay and 2 yellow wool. So as you can see, not much to it. First layer, white stained clay, 2 layers of yellow wool, 1 layer of yellow clay, 2 wool, 1 clay, 7 layers of wool, and then the final layer is clay, 2 wool, clay. From front on, looks like this, and of course from the side, like this. Good news is, again, the right side, exact same. So the first layer is white stained clay. We then have 2 layers of yellow wool. Third or fourth layer is 2 yellow, 1 yellow clay. Then have 7 layers of yellow wool. And then our final layer, which is of course 2 yellow wool and 1 yellow stained clay. So front on, like this, and from the side, like this. Okay, so I'll back up a bit. You can see it's looking like this currently, and it does, I will agree with you, look very, very plain. Of course, still missing the 3D effects. It will make it look a bit more interesting. However, if you come around to the rear side, we're not ready to do the 3D effects, and this is the reason why. Because it's a mess, it's not complete, and that's what we're going to work on right now. So we're going to start off on the back of the legs. Basically, and this is a very big basically, on the left side and the right side there's already a row done. That's 2 rows done. So if we take 2 away from 8, that leaves us with 6, which means we're placing 6 blocks per row. Okay, so we're going to start off at the bottom. Next to this red wall, we're going to place 2 red stained clay, 2 red wool, and 2 red stained clay. On top of this, we're going to place 6 red stained clay, and on top of that, 6 red wool. And that is the first 3 layers done. As you can see, it will link left side to right side and give you an 8 wide area. On top of this, next to this yellow stained clay, we're going to place 2 yellow wool, 2 yellow clay, and 2 yellow wool. And on top of this, we're going to do 2 layers of 6 yellow wool. So that is, of course, the 5th and the 6th layer is 6 yellow wool. For the 7th layer, we're going to place 1 yellow clay, 4 yellow wool, and 1 yellow clay. For the 8th layer, we place 6 yellow wool. And for the 9th layer, we're going to place 2 yellow wool, 2 yellow clay, and 2 yellow wool. On top of this, for the final 3 layers, 10th, 11th, and 12th layers, we're going to place 6 yellow wool, and that will bring you up to the top and give you a 12 by 8, and that is the rear side of the legs complete. Again, just a brief second to pause if you need to do so, and then we're going to move right along. Okie dokie, so moving on to the rear side of the body, what we're going to start off by doing is placing, of course, a row of 8 yellow wool just to link the 2 sides together, so it should link with the white stained clay on either side. And on the left side and the right side, we're also going to build up 1 using yellow clay. On top of the yellow clay on each side, we're going to build up 10 using yellow wool. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And same on this side, up 10. And you'll know you've done it correctly because it should link across to the same height as the top of the front side. Now in regards to everything in between this, all we're going to do is just build up 11 all the way across, so just build up 11 on top of the base layer, because the base layer will be the 12th layer. And that will bring you, again, up to the same height as the top of the front side, up to the 24th layer of the build. And you just do this all the way across. So you do it for 6 layers, you build up 11, and it will give you a 12 by 8, which looks, of course, like this. Very, very plain. In regards to the top, just go ahead and fill it in using yellow wool. It doesn't really matter that much, it'll be covered up by the head anyways. But yeah, that is the rear side of the body. It's as simple as that. In regards to the rear side of each arm, again, very, very self-explanatory. It's in fact the same as the other sides. So we're going to start on this one here. The first layer, of course, is white stained clay. And bear in mind, it is 12 by 4. 4th layer is, of course, already done. So the second and third layer is yellow wool. The next layer, we're going to place 2 yellow wool and 1 yellow clay. We then have 7 layers of yellow wool. And then, of course, our final layer being the top layer. The 12th layer is 2 yellow wool and 1 yellow clay. Same on this side. So, first layer is white stained clay, 2 layers of yellow wool, a layer of 1 yellow clay, 2 yellow wool, 7 layers of yellow wool, and then, of course, our final layer being yellow clay and 2 yellow wool. Now in regards to the shoulders here, just fill it all in, all the gaps using yellow wool. You'll have 4 yellow stained clay in each corner, and that just adds to the detail a bit. But in total, this is the body complete minus 3D effects. Of course, what I'm going to do is we're going to have a little spin around, and then we'll get upon adding all our 3D effects. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to do an in-depth spin around. Going to come to a specific part of each part of the statue. For example, this is the front side of the legs. I'm going to state it's the front side of the legs, and then I'm going to give you a brief opportunity to pause, and then I'm going to move right along. So let's try this. This is the front side of the legs. It is 12 tall and 8 wide. Moving on up, this is the front side of the body. That is 12 tall and 8 wide, and the front side of each arm 12 tall and 4 wide. Coming around to the left side, this is the left side of the leg. It is 12 tall and 4 wide. This is the left side of the arm. It is indeed 12 tall and 4 wide. Coming around to the right side, this is the right side of the leg. It is 12 tall, 4 wide. And the right side of the arm, you guessed it, 12 tall, 4 wide. Coming around to the rear side, this is the rear side of the leg. 12 tall, 8 wide. Then we've got the rear side of the body, again 12 tall, 8 wide, and the rear side of each arm, 12 tall and 4 wide. In regards to the shoulders, it's 16 wide and 4 deep. And again, it's majority yellow wool with a few yellow stained clay in each corner. Okay, so on the basis you have something that looks like this, we can now move on to adding some 3D effects. Now, I know I kind of hyped it up in the video to make it sound like the 3D effects are crazy. They are very, very easy to do. It's just they add so much to the statue. It just makes it look a ton better. So what we're going to do is come to the front side of the legs and to this strip of yellow stained clay. In logical, I would presume this would be the 9th layer, I believe. So we're going to come to, the 9th layer of yellow stained clay, and we're going to go up one. And again, this is all 3D, so we're building on top of, not into, not replacing, on top of. What we're going to do is build a layer of 8 yellow wool on the 10th layer of the build, so the layer directly above the yellow clay. On top of this, we're going to do 3 more layers, so it's going to be 4 tall and 8 wide, and this will bring you into the body as well, so this will bring you into the first layer of the body. And that's again a 4 tall by 8 wide area, starting from the 9th, or the 10th layer, and finishing on the 13th. That is the first effect. From here, what we're going to do is go to the top left corner, and we're going to go up diagonal to the left, and we go to the top right and go up diagonal to the right. What we're then going to do is on the left side, we go 1, 2, 3 to the left, and then up, and then 1, 2, 3 to the right, and that is a 4 by 2. On the right side, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right, up, 1, 2, 3 to the left, and again, that is a 4 by 2, and it's just adding a bit more 3D effects to the corners of the arms to make it look a bit more interesting. Then what we're going to do is pretty much same logic on the side, so we're going to come around to the left side first, and we're going to work on the side of the leg. We come to the top left corner of the leg, and we're going to place a row of 4 yellow wool, again as a 3D effect, and we're going to do that for the 2 rows underneath as well. So it's now a 3 tall by 4 wide 3D effect. On the left side, bottom left side, we're going to go down 1 more yellow wool, and that is what it looks like. That is the left side of the leg complete. Now in regards to the left side of the arm, we come to the bottom left corner of the arm, we go up 1 and place a row of 4 yellow wool. On top of this, we're going to do 1 more layer, so that's 2 tall and 4 wide, as you can see, connects in the corner. If you made it like that, it would be really bulky, so you have a corner connection, and it looks like this. We then do the exact same on the right side, so we're going to start with the legs. We come up to the top right corner of the leg, place a row of 4, and underneath that, place 2 more layers, so that is a 3 tall by 4 wide area. Come to the bottom right corner and go down 1. And that is the right side of the leg complete. As you can see, again, it connects diagonally to the front side 3D effects. In regards to the arm, come to the bottom right layer of the arm, go up 1, place a row of 4 yellow wool, and on top of that, place another layer, and that is 2 tall and 4 wide. And now, at this current stage, it should look like this from the corner. Now, I guess from certain angles, it could look a bit bulky and a bit weird, but that is intentional. This is what we want it to look like. Because once you add the head and the mouth, it's going to look really, really interesting. So for the final side of the 3D effects, we're going to come around to the rear side. We're going to start off by coming to the top left corner of the leg. So it's this block down diagonal from the white stained clay. And in fact, we can just start off in line with the white stained clay. So come to the white stained clay, the 13th layer of the build, left side, and place a row of 8 yellow wool. Underneath this, we're going to go down 5 layers. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and layer number 5. So it's now a 6 tall by 8 wide rectangle. What we're then going to do is come to the bottom left corner and count 1, 2, and on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th block, punch out the blocks. So it should be 2 blocks, 4 gap, 2 blocks. For the layer on top of that, count 3 for the 4th and 5th, punch out, and then there should be 3 blocks. So it gives it a bit more of like an N shape, almost like an arch shape, like a tunnel shape. So it's just not flat and straight. In regards to the rear side of the arms, what you're going to do is just like the front side, you go up diagonal to left and up diagonal to right. And on the left side, you go 1, 2, 3 to left, up, 1, 2, 3 to right. And on the right side, you go 1, 2, 3 to right, up, and 1, 2, 3 to the left. And from the rear side, looks like this. Again, has a bit more shape at the rear side, just so it's not flat. But that is what it looks like. So, with that said, that is the body more or less complete. Now, there is going to be one more 3D effect, but for that, we're going to have to start building the head first. So again, if you have any issues as of this point, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to pause the video here, take a quick sip of water, refresh my voice a tiny bit, because it's already like cracking up a tiny bit. I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you can't. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Quick cut here, and we will resume. Okay, so for the head, what we're going to do is come to the front side. So this side here, aka the side with snow, yellow, snow, yellow, snow. And we're going to come up to the top left corner to this yellow clay right here. What we're then going to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, which should be this yellow wall here, we're going to place 1 block of snow and bring it 2 forwards. We're now going to repeat this on the right side. So we go to yellow. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to place a snow and bring it 2 forwards. Now, one thing I do want to discuss is we're not going to worry about the hair. The hair is difficult, and I'll explain that in depth in a minute. For now, we're just focusing on the main head itself, so the actual head, and then we'll worry about the hair later on. So, what we're going to do is, of course, there's a 2-block overhang here. The first one and the second one should be 6 blocks gap in the middle, and it's going to be 8 wide in total. So for the inside overhang, we're going to place 1 pink wool, 1 birch plank, 3 smooth sandstone, and 1 pink wool. On top of this, we're going to do another layer. We're going to place 1 pink wool, 3 birch planks, 1 smooth sandstone, and 1 pink wool. And that's a 6 wide by 2 tall area. Now, in this area, what we're going to do is on the left side, we're going to place 1 snow, and same on the right side. And that should now be a 6 by 2 gap in this middle area, like so. What we're then going to do is grab ourselves our quartz stairs, and in the bottom left corner, in front of this pink wall, on the left side, we're going to place a quartz stair facing towards the right, and on the right, we're going to have one facing towards the left, and it looks like this. Now, of course, again, that is a 2-block overhang, and it will make a little bit more sense in a minute why we're doing that. But for now, this is the front side of the face. What we're then going to do is come around to the left side, and we're going to expand 5 blocks backwards. So from here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and same with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to link these together simply just by placing a 6 by 2 of snow, and that'll be an 8 by 2 overhang. Now in total, this is an 8 by 8 square, pretty much. Of course, there's a gap there, but in general, you get the idea. It's an 8 by 8 square, and that is the template we're going to be using for the head. So we're going to worry about the front side first. We'll get that out of the way. So of course the first 2 layers is kind of already done. The first layer being snow, quartz stair, 4 block gap, quartz stair, snow, and the second layer being snow, 6 block gap, snow. In the middle, in this gap, we've got indented this area here, as you can see on screen, and now we're going to continue. So starting for the third layer, we're going to place a level of 8 snow. So we'll link across and kind of cap off the mouth area. The next layer is the 4th layer. We're going to place 2 smooth sandstone, 1 black wool, 2 snow, 1 black wool, and 2 smooth sandstone. On top of this, we're going to do 2 smooth sandstone, 4 snow, apologies. Don't know why I'm getting that confused, and 2 smooth sandstone. On top of this, we're going to do simply 3 layers of snow. So 3 layers of 8 snow. That's 1. That is number 2. And that is number 3. And once you've done that, that is an 8 by 8 square. And as you can see, it's already looking ridiculously creepy. But we're going to step it up a bit. So what we're going to do is add some eyebrows and a nose. So we're going to come to the black wall on either side. And above it, we're going to place a red wall. Again, this is a 3D effect. On the left side, we go up diagonal to the left and to the left one. And on the right side, we go up diagonal to the right and to the right one. And that is 2 angry eyebrows. For the nose, what we're going to do is below the black wall, we go 1 to the right. We're going to place a red stained clay. And below this one, we go to the left and place a red wall. So it's 2 blocks directly in the middle on the 3rd layer. And that is the nose. However, half his jaw is missing, and that is a bit of a problem. And that's what we're going to work on solving right now. So the way we're going to do this, and I think this is probably the coolest part and makes me love this statue so much, is underneath, we're going to come underneath this pink wall, we're going to place 2 yellow. We're then going to place 2 smooth sandstone. But from here, so directly underneath the snow, I've gone 1 block off to the side of it. So underneath the snow, we're going to place 2 yellow wool. Then we've got our 2 smooth sandstone, then our 2 birch planks, and then our 2 yellow wool. So that's a layer of 8. Again, apologies for the slight issue there. I went 1 block to the right instead. So again, underneath the snow, starting again, 2 yellow wool, 2 smooth sandstone, 2 birch planks, and 2 yellow wool. Underneath this smooth sandstone right here, we're going to place a block of snow. We're then going to need our pink wool. So we place 2 pink wool, 1 snow, and then directly underneath the 2 pink wool, we're going to place 2 quartz slabs directly underneath like this. And it still looks really weird. So how are we going to fix that, you may be asking? This is where the second layer of the jaw comes into play. So we're going to need our quartz stairs. What we're going to do is directly underneath this quartz stair, on the left, we're going to place an upside down one facing towards the left. Off the right of that, we're going to place a normal stair facing towards the right. And underneath that, we're going to place a block of snow. On the right side, pretty much the same thing. We place an upside down one facing towards the right. Coming off of that, we place one facing towards the left. And below it, we place a block of snow. Now, just like we capped off the bottom last time, we're going to grab ourselves our half slabs and extend this 2 half slabs forwards, so it will look like this. And then we're going to go up one, so we place a slab on top of the slab, so it's like this. So you'll have half of the pink wool showing, so this is on the upper half of a block, and this one's on the lower half of a block. And it will give you something that looks like this, and it just makes the jaw look really, really nice, and really evil and like demonic. So if we back up, you can see it's just got the evil grin of the clown, and I absolutely love that jaw. Okie dokie. So that is the front side. Of course, I'll give you a few different angles just so you can pause if you want to do so. And we're going to start working on the other sides of the head. So we're going to come around to the left side, and basically every side is an 8x8 square of snow. So what we do is we have this template. All we're going to do is build up 7 blocks each time using snow. We follow it all the way around, and it will loop all the way back to the other side of the face. So we go up 7 all the way around. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way around, and then that will give you a template for the top. You just go ahead and fill in the top of it as well, and that will be your head pretty much complete, or the basic part of the head, because of course we're still missing the hair. So you can see here, just looping all the way around, building up 7 each time, and it will give you 3 8x8 surfaces. So that will be the left side, the right side, and of course the rear side. Go ahead and fill the top of the head in 2 using snow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we can move on to the hair. Now, of course, me being me, messing it up a bit there. Nearly done, and there we go. So, I'll do a little spin around, and then we'll discuss hair, because hair is a problem. Okay, so this is the front side. Of course, it is an 8x8 square, but it goes down 3 levels with the jawline. We come around to the left side now. And again, it is an 8x8 square. Rear side, 8x8 square. Right side, 8x8 square. And of course, the top side, again, an 8x8 square. So what we're going to do, just make it look like he has more of a hood and add more detail to it. We're going to come around to the left side. And what we're going to do is come to the bottom left corner and place a row of 8 yellow wool as a 3D effect. On top of this, we're going to do another layer of 8 yellow wool. And then we're going to place a layer of 3 yellow wool. So let me go over that once more. 8, 8, and 3. So from left to right. First layer 8, second layer 8, third layer 3. We do the exact same now on the right side. So we place a layer of 8. First layer is 8, second layer is 8, and then on the right side we place 3. So from right to left this time, 8, 8, 3. Exact same as the left side. And you see from the front side now, it gives it a bit more shape, but it just makes it look a bit more interesting at the sides. We're now going to add almost like a hooded shape at the rear side. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to come to the bottom half, the underside of the back of the head, and we're going to place a row of 8 yellow wool. So as you can see here, that is 8 yellow wool. And underneath this, we're going to start turning it into a pyramid shape. So we underneath leave 1 block, place 6, and then there'll be a 1 block gap. The next one, we leave a 1 block gap, place 4, and there'll be a 1 block gap. And for the final layer, we place 1 block gap, 2, 1 block gap. So it goes 8, 6, 4, 2. And that's layer number 1. For layer number 2, it's a bit more simple. You start off at the top by placing a layer of 8 yellow wool, so basically bringing it forwards a layer. And then for the next one, you're going to leave 2 blocks and place 4. So there'll be 2 block gap, 4 2 block gap, and it will now give you a shape that's like a hooded shape, as you can see. And the way we're going to transition this into the rear side is by coming to the bottom left corner of the snow, placing a layer of 8 yellow wool, and then doing 2 more on top. So it's 3 tall and 8 wide, and that will factor in. As you can see, it transitions really smoothly into a hooded shape. And from a corner, you can see it just really adds to the character of the statue. Okie dokie, so I'll do, again, a little spin around just so you can pause if you need to. And then we can move on to what is probably going to be the most difficult thing to explain. I've tried to simplify it? That's not even a word. Simplify it a lot. But it really was a pain. Okay. So we're going to start off on the left one. There is 2, I guess, strands of hair. One coming off the left and one coming off the right. We're going to focus on the left one first. Now, what I've done is I've turned it into 5 layers. So a middle one, 2 on the front, 2 on the rear side. So we're going to start on the middle one. So what we do is we come to the front left corner of the head, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and come to the 4th block. And on the 4th block, we're going to place a red wool. Now, we do the exact same on the right side. So we come to the right side, we count 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th block, place a red wool. Now, on the left side, of course, this is where we're going to start. We're going to start off by going 1 block to the right, using red wool, and 1 red clay. On top of this starter block, we're going to place 1 red wool, and then we go to the right using red clay. And that's the first part. From here, what we're going to do is from this upper block, we're going to go to left 1 using red wool, up 1, and then we're going to go down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, this is 7 in total, and then it's connected to this shape right here. Again, I'm going to give you guys as many opportunities to pause because it is a pain. We're going to come to the bottom side. We're going to go up 1 and go to the left. From here, we're going to go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll come up to the same height. And we're going to place 1 red clay on top of it. And again, backing up after each layer. For the next layer, basically, same thing. We come to the bottom. We go up and to the left one, place a red wool. We go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then on top, cap it off with a red stained clay. From this red stained clay here, we're going to go 1 block to the left and up 1. And then below it, we're going to place 2 red wool and 1 red stained clay. The final layer, we're going to come up to this red stained clay here. We go down 1, so to this one. To the left using red wool and down twice using red stained clay. And that is the base shape for the left strand of hair. Now just to give you, again, numbers, this is 7. This is 6 red wool, 1 clay, 6 red wool, 1 clay. So if that helps at all, then great. If not, then I just thought I'd throw it out there anyways. So that is the first layer. We're going to do the second layer, which is the layer in front. So what we're going to do is come to the top left corner to this red stained clay right here. And we're going to go down 1, 2, and to this first block of red wool. From here, we're going to place a red wool in front of it. So again, this is a layer forwards. And we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, using red clay and 1 red wool. From the red clay, we're going to go 1 block to the left, down 1, and then down again using red wool. So 2 clay, 1 red wool. This is the left side. We're now going to work our way over to the right side and linking back to the head. So we go to this red wool right here. We're going to go down 1 to red stained clay, and then to the right, placing 1 red wool. From here, we're going to go down 1, 2, and 3. From this block, we're then going to go to the right one, so that is using 1 red clay. And then we're going to go down 1 using 1 red wool. We then go to the right one using red clay, and down twice using red wool. On top of this red clay here, we're going to go up twice using red wool. And on top of this one, we're going to go up 3 times using red wool. From here, this block, directly next to the snow, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right using red wool. And above this one block here, we're going to place a red clay. And that is the second layer complete. Now, I know it is really difficult to see because it blends so well into the background. But that is the first 2 layers. For the third layer, basically the final one for the front side, we're going to come to the block right at the front here. So again, bottom left corner of the head, go forwards 1, and we're going to place a red wool. From here, we're going to go 2 blocks to the left, and then place 1 red stained clay. And directly underneath the second block, we're going to place 1 clay. And that is the front side complete. So that is the first 3 layers of the left strand of, I guess, hair complete. And we're now going to do the 2 rear side. So, again, brief second, just to pause. I'll try and give you as many angles as possible. Again, it is a real pain to follow. And I appreciate that, so that's why I'm taking my time. Okay, so come around to the rear side, you should be presented with a relatively flat surface. And again, what we're going to do is come to this red clay here, and we're going to place a red clay right next to it. So not in front of it, to the right of it. From here, we're going to place 1 red wool to the right of that. And then we're going to go 2 to the right, and 1 red clay. So essentially, from here we place a red clay, we go 3 blocks to the right, red clay. This is the center point. Underneath the third block, we're going to go down twice using red wool, and then 1 red clay. Underneath the fourth block, which is this one here, we're going to go down twice using red wool. Above the second block, we go up 1 using red wool. Above the third block, we go up twice using red wool. Above the fourth block, we go up twice using red wool, and then 1 red clay. And above the red clay, we're going to go up 3 times using red wool. The final block we're going to place is we go up to the top right corner. We're going to go down 1, and we go to the right 1 using 1 red clay. That is the 4th layer, second to last layer. The final layer is very, very simple. So we come to the first block, which is going to be on top of the snow. Place a red wool. Go 2 blocks to the right. Above this, we're going to go up 2 using red clay. To the left of the bottom red clay, we're going to place a red wool. And then directly below, we place another red wool. And that is the final layer complete. And again, it is really, really difficult to explain, but I really hope this is simple enough for you guys to see. And again, if you feel I'm going too fast, then there is, of course, the video option on YouTube now to slow down the video. Don't listen to my voice, it'll be all distorted and all weird. But you can just look at the visuals and pretty much figure it out yourself. That would probably be the good way to do things if you feel I'm going too fast. But again, hopefully it should all be good. So that is hair strand number 1. 1 of 2. Moving on to number 2. Boy, this is fun. So what we do, of course, is come to the red wool we already placed on the right side. And we're going to start off by going 1, 2 to the left. We're then going to go 1, 2 to the right as well, using red wool. And then we're going to place 1 red stained clay on the end. So this strand is now 6 wide. Underneath the first block, overhanging, we're going to go down 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, using red wool. We're then going to go up 1. So it's 6 in total. This is 6 tall. From this block here, we're going to go 2 blocks to the left. And then we're going to go 1 block to the right. From this block, and this block here, we're going to go down 3. So 1, 2, 3. And it should be 1 block above this one. Then, to this red stained clay, we're going to go down 1 and 2. So it's now 3 tall. And above this, we're going to go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's now 7 tall of red clay. From the second to top block, we're going to go 1 block to left using red wool. And directly under that, we're going to place a red clay. From the clay, we're going to go 1 block to the left using another clay. And we're also going to go 2 blocks to the right using clay. So it's now like a cross shape. From the final block of the cross, we're going to go up twice using red wool. Again, keep on backing up just so you can pause. So that again is 7 tall, 6 tall, and 5 tall. From this red wool here, we're going to go 1 block to the left and up 1. And in the 1 block gap, we're going to place a red stained clay. From here, we're going to go down once, and we're going to place another red clay below. And it will end up looking like this. And that is layer number 1. So again, get rid of my arm, give you guys a few minutes, or a few minutes. I'm not going to sit here for a few minutes. That was probably an exaggeration, I'd say. But a few seconds is probably more ideal to pause and rebuild that if you need to. Again, just in terms of positioning, there should be a 3 block gap at the front side and a 4 block gap on the rear side. Okie dokie. So moving on now to layer number 2. What we're going to do is come up to the top side, so this red wall here, and we're going to go down 1 and to this red clay. In front of this red clay, we're going to place a red wool. And underneath this, we're going to place 3 red clay. and 1 red wool. So this is the first part, so it's 5 tall. From here, we go back up to the top. We're then going to go down and to the right one by placing 1 clay. Go down again using clay, and then 1 red wool. We're now going to work our way over to the left. So we go back up to the top, center, go down 1 to the left, and place a red wool. Underneath this, place a red clay, and then 2 red wool. From this red clay, right here, we're going to go 2 blocks to the left using red clay. Then we place 1 red wool, and then we go down 1, and it will connect to the snow. From this red wool, we're going to go 2 blocks to the left using red clay, and we're also going to go 2 blocks to the right using red wool. Underneath this 2 red wool we just placed, we're going to place a red wool and a red clay. Underneath that, we're going to place a red clay and a red wool, so it's like a crisscross pattern. Underneath this red clay, we're going to place 2 red wool, and that is layer number 2 complete. Moving on to layer number 3, we're going to come to the front corner of the snow, go forwards 1, and from here place a red wool. From that red wool, we're going to go 2 blocks to the right using red wool, and then 1 red clay, so it's 4 wide. Underneath the second block, we're going to go down 1 using red clay, and that is the front side of the right strand of hair complete. And again, they are slightly different colour pattern, but majority the same shape. So that is the first 3 layers done. Again, I'll give you a few different angles, as many as I can. And then we're going to head round to the rear side and work on the final 2 layers of the hair. Okie dokie. So for the rear side, what we're going to do is come to the snow. So to this block right here, we're going to place a red wool. We're going to go 1 block to the right and also 1 block up. So 3 blocks in total. From this block here, we're going to go up diagonal. So behind this red clay here, we're going to place 1 red clay. We're then going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 using red wool, and cap it off with 1 red clay. From this red clay, we go up diagonal to left, place 1 red wool. On top of that, we place 1 clay, and then 4 red wool. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next layer, we come to this red clay, second to last block on this layer. Go up 1 and to the left 1. And from here, we're going to place 1 red wool. And we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 using red clay. And for the middle block, we're going to go 1 block to the left. And that is this part complete. Again, brief second to pause before we do the final layer. And we wrap this up. So, we're going to come again to the snow. And place 1 red wool. Go 2 blocks to the right. Or 2 blocks to the left. And then up twice using red wool. Directly above and below this second red clay here, we're going to go up 1 and down 1. Place 2 red clay, and once you've done that, it will look like this, and that is a complete carbon copy in terms of shape of the left one. Again, it's just slightly different with the colorings. With that said, that is the head complete, and you can probably see now why it's one of my favorite statues we've done on the channel, is just how cool this looks. So again, huge credit to Nebula or RustledDaJimmies and all the other guys on the build server for working on this really awesome design, and I really do hope you guys liked it. I'll do a spin around as I wrap up the video, so if you did enjoy, definitely consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing down below for more content. Also suggest what you guys want to see in the very near future. Of course, I'll be doing more FNAF on the Saturdays videos, so stay tuned for that. But apart from that, again, I really do hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you had any issues. Of course, I know the hair is going to be a bit of a pain, so I'm expecting a few people to struggle with it, so feel free to comment down below. Alternatively, again, just slow down the video. But anyways, going to wrap up. Finally, I feel like I'm rambling. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?